I'm here again for another read aloud. I am so happy to be bringing you guys this one. This is by one of my favorite authors. Of course, we love Mo, but there are so many other great authors out there, especially for picture books. So this is called Waiting by Kevin Henkes. And if you don't know who Kevin Henkes is by name, you'll probably know some of his stories. So if you've read Wembley Worried or Lily's Purple Plastic Purse, or we read Chrysanthemum in the very beginning of the year, he has written a lot of books for kids. And we've also watched Chester's Way on Storyline Online, which is another great story. So this is the book called Waiting. And I have been more shopping for more books. And I chose this one because I felt like we've been doing a lot of waiting. We've been doing a lot of waiting for quarantine to be over. We've been doing a lot of waiting to get on Zoom. We've been doing a lot of waiting to see our friends and family. And I just thought that this was a really great story for right now where we are. So it's obviously won a bunch of awards. So the illustrations are fabulous. The story is great. So I'm going to read you this book called Waiting by Kevin Henkes. And he is an author illustrator. So he wrote the words and he drew the pictures. So this is called Waiting by Kevin Henkes. So we've got a couple characters here. We've got pig, owl, bunny, dog, and bear. There were 5 of them, and they were waiting. So again, we've got pig and owl and dog and bear and bunny, and they're all waiting. The owl with spots was waiting for the moon. The pig with the umbrella was waiting for the rain. The bear with the kite was waiting for the wind. The puppy on the sled was waiting for the snow. The rabbit with stars wasn't waiting for anything in particular. He just liked to look out the window and wait. So they're all waiting for something different. And the rabbit or the bunny is really waiting just to see what he can see. When the moon came up, the owl was happy. It happened a lot. When the rain came down, the pig was happy. The umbrella kept her dry. When the wind blew, the bear was happy. The kite flew high and far. When it finally snowed, the puppy was happy. He'd waited a very long time. So sometimes we wait for things like that happen every day, like the moon or the mail coming or, waiting for lunch if you're hungry. And then sometimes, like snow, we wait for things for a really long time, like your birthday or for school to start again. Those are things that we wait for a really long time. So each of these animals are waiting for something a little bit different. The rabbit was happy, just looking out the window. Sometimes one or the other of them went away. But he or she always came back. Sometimes they slept, but mostly they waited. Sometimes gifts appeared. Once a visitor arrived from far away. He stayed a while. Then he left and never returned. So it looks like he fell off the window and sort of wasn't able to come back because he was broken. They saw many wonderful, interesting things. I love this illustration because of all the different things that clouds can be. An umbrella, a dog, an owl, a bunny, and they see a kite. What are some of the things that you see? This picture is a rainbow, and they all sort of huddled together because they're scared of the lightning. And there's the ice, fireworks for the 4th of July, or a celebration. That's something we wait a long time for too, is to see the fireworks, right? That only happens a couple times a year. And of course, there was always the moon and the rain and the wind and the snow to keep them happy. One day, a cat with patches joined them. Was she waiting for the moon? No. Was she waiting for the rain? No. Was she waiting for the wind? No. Was she waiting for the snow? No. She didn't seem to be waiting for anything in particular. Maybe she's like the rabbit who just likes to wait. Oh, but she was. So this is what's called a Russian nesting doll. And if you've ever seen these in person, they kind of pop open and all the little ones sit inside the bigger ones. So this is sort of saying that she's giving birth to these little baby kitties. She was waiting. And some of you, I know, are waiting for little brothers and sisters to come. Now there were 10 of them, and they were happy together, waiting to see what would happen next. So that's Waiting by Kevin Henkes, and I chose this because, we're coming to the end. We're coming to the end of our school year and our distance learning, and it feels like we've been doing a lot of waiting, and I know that you're waiting for the school year to end and for summer to start and then eventually for first grade to come. And that can be nerve-wracking, right? That can be scary and kind of nervous. And I read this story to you today because, we all have things that we're looking forward to, but we all have to make sure that we're all happy and we know we have support around us together. And I want you to know that I will always be here for you. So, even next year, when you're in first grade and you're not in my class anymore, I'll still be here waiting for a hug or a hi or a smile. I'll be waiting. Have a great day, you guys. See you later.